Like in many countries, it is common to socialize over coffee with one's colleagues in Norway. Most Norwegian academics love coffee, and many like to drink it strong and black without milk. Some people prefer tea, like John.
So how was that event about career development last night, Gro? Did you learn something useful?
Yeah. I realized I should probably be thinking more strategically about publications and also getting more teaching experience during my PhD.
Teaching experience? I wish someone had said that to me during my PhD. I just had an interview for a faculty position yesterday, and they asked me lots of questions about that.
Wow, was that yesterday? I'd completely forgotten. How'd it go? It's for a position at a different department, right?
Yeah, that's the one. I think my trial lecture was very well received, and they did like my research profile. I really tried to show how my interdisciplinary background could be an asset at their department, and the interview committee asked questions that gave me a chance to discuss some concrete examples in detail. So that was good, but I think my weak spot is my teaching experience. My postdoc at this department has had no teaching time on it, only research, and the faculty position requires me to take responsibility for 2 courses each year and contribute to others, which is a lot. I'm sure I can do it, but it would have helped if I could have shown that I'd already been handling a teaching load these past few years.
Kari, is it okay if I use this at my annual career development meeting with the head of department? I want to ask her to add more teaching responsibilities to my postdoc. I know I still need a few more publications before I can think of competing for a faculty position, but I definitely need to improve my teaching profile too.
Wow, this whole conversation is stressing me out. I thought it was hard enough to do a good PhD and then compete for a postdoc, but it sounds like both of you are still competing for the next position. Does it ever stop?
So, excellence in research and teaching. A combination? Can you do it? Impossible, many would say. But there are some tricks of the trade, something you can do to also produce research and also carry out teaching. And I'm going to give you a few of them today. So the first one is to set specific teaching and research goals. Think about what do you want to achieve through your research and also through your teaching. And here I would say that it would be really fruitful to have someone to discuss these with. A more experienced mentor, someone that could guide you also throughout your career and just discuss some of these issues with. Also, it's important to think about it because what gets counted gets done is something that we often say. And by thinking really clearly about what your goals are, that could help you also map out and in turn also help you achieving them. And here, something that has really worked for me is to set aside time in your calendar. Think about when do you work best in doing research and when does your head sort of really want to dwell into working on teaching. Think about that in your time allocation of your calendar. But then also you might think a little bit more about how can you combine them? Be shameless. If you can combine teaching and research in a way that is fruitful for both you and your students, because you are passionate about your research, I would hope. And students, they notice that. So if you bring your own research into teaching, you can also, not only the students could benefit from it, but also you, because that could give you, listening to them, their discussions, etc., could give you also some fruitful pathways to further research.
For many of us, science communication is extremely rewarding on a personal level. But for me, I've also experienced that science communication has had a major impact on my career, especially on 3 major points. So 1, I've learned that I can use writing to think carefully about my own research. So science communication has helped me become a better scientist. And number 2 is that I've also learned to appreciate what an audience would need, what a group of students would need to learn from me, and then be able to adapt my communication strategies accordingly. So I think I've also become somewhat of a better teacher from learning to do and appreciate science communication. And lastly, for me, science communication has really opened a door when I realized that I could use my skills also outside of academia. And through being excited about science communication, I've found a new career path. Which means that yes, science communication can be fun, and it is really fun most of the time, But more importantly, I think science communication helps us to grow as people and as scientists and be part of society in a way.